Hello, this is part two of solving equation in fraction form. So we're going to finish the last two examples. So example 4, we have 1/2 parentheses. I don't know if you can see it. This should be in parentheses. 1/2 parentheses 4m minus 6 equals 2/3 parentheses 6m minus 9 plus 3. Okay, so first step is get rid of the fraction by multiplying all three sides by the LCD. So this thing over here is actually all over 2. If you want to write it like that, that's fine. This whole thing over here is all over 3. You could just put the 2 in the bottom and then it's 3 in the bottom. It doesn't change the equation. And then this 3 has a 1. So we have 3 sides, this side, and this side. On this side, we have a 2. Over here, we have a 3. And over here, we have a 1. So the good news is that they're all in the most prime form. So start with the base of 2. Do you see anywhere else with the base of 2 on the bottom? No. So bring that down. Times. We have another base of 3. Do you see anywhere else with the base of 3 in the denominator? No. So bring that down. And then 1, I don't see it. I don't see anywhere else with a 1. So bring that down. So when you put it all together, 2 times 3 times 1 is 6. So my LCD is 6. So you're going to multiply everything by 6. So 6 times this whole thing, if you get lost, just write it out. 6 times 4m minus 6 all over 2. Well, I know that 6 divided by 2 is 3, so it's really 3 times 4m minus 6. So if you FOIL that 3 out, that would be 12m minus 18. Okay. And then do the same thing with 6. 6. So this is 2/3, so it's going to be 6 times 2, 6m minus 9 all over 3. So I know that 6 divided by 3 is 2. So you could just cancel. This becomes 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. So really it's just 4 times 6m minus 9. Okay. So for that out, that would be right here. So it's going to be 4 times 6 is 24m. 4 times 6 is 24m. And then 4 times -9 is -36. Right? 4 times -9. -36. And then the last one, 6 times 3 is 18. Put it all together, you get 12m minus 18. And then you have 24m. -36 plus 18 is -18. Solve for m's. Okay, so could we collect like terms on the left side and right side before we solve for m? No. So we have to get all what do you want to do? Let's move this 24m to the left by subtracting 24m. This cancels. So 12 minus 24 is -12m. Minus 18 equals to -18. Add 18. Add 18. You get -12m. This cancels. Equals 0. Divide this by -12. And you get m equals 0. Could this be true? We should check. So plug in m for 0. So 4 times m is 0 minus 6. So that's -6. And then you have 1/2. Yeah, so don't forget you have a 1/2, so that's divided by 2. And then over here, this is 2/3, so it's 2/3 times -9 because m is 0. So 6 times 0 is 0, and then plus 3. So this is -18/3 plus 3. That's -6 plus 3, which is -3. And then -6 divided by 2 is -3, which is true. So this concludes that m equals 0. Okay, go ahead and copy and let's move on. Example 5 is we have 1/2 q minus 6 over 1/5 q. If you want, you can rewrite, if it helps, 1/2 q can be written as q over 2 minus 6, and then 1/5 q can be written as q over 5, correct? So let's first find the LCD by multiplying everything by the lowest common denominator. So on the bottom, we have a 2, a 1, and a 5, and they're in the most prime form, so that's good. Usually you have to break it down, but since they're in the most prime form, let's just look at our base. So let's start with the base of 2. Do you see anywhere else on the bottom or the denominator with the base of 2? No, we don't. So bring that down. The base of 1, do you see anywhere else with the base of 1? No, I don't. Bring that down. And then the base of 5, do you see anywhere else on the bottom with the base of 5? I don't. Let's bring that down. So it's pretty much everything is, if you see a repeating base, just pick the one with the highest power. So our LCD is 2 times 1 times 5, that's 10. So you're going to multiply all three sides by 10. So over here, 10q over 2, that's like going to be, well, I know that 10 divided by 2 is 5, so it's going to be 5q minus 10 times -6 is -60 equals 10 times q over 5. Well, I know that 10 divided by 5 is 2, and then you have a q on the top. Okay, let's get all the q's on one side. So I'm going to subtract 2q, subtract 2q. This cancels, so 5q minus 2q is 3q. Minus 60 equals to 0. Add 60. I get 3q equals to 120. Divide this by 3. I get 40. Okay, now let's check. So plug it back q into 40, so that's 40 divided by 2 minus 6 equals to 1/5 times 40. 40 divided by 2 is 20 minus 6, and then 40 divided by 5 is 8. 20 minus 6 is 14. Q is 40. 40 divided by 2. It doesn't look right. 20. 40 divided by 8 to 40 divided by 5 is 8. So 20 minus 6. Could we have an extraneous solution? It could be. So this is like our first extraneous. Let me double check my work. So 2, 1, yes. Our LCD is definitely 10. So 10 divided by 2 is 5q. 10 divided by -6 is -60. 10 divided by 5 is 2q. Five minus 2 is 3q. Oh, my mistake is right here. This should be 0. So this is the mistake I made. Oops. So let's go back to the step. 5q, so we move the 2q to the left, so 5q minus 2q is 3q minus 60, and then the right side should be 0. Then add 60. So I get 3q equals to 60. Divide this by 3. I get 60 divided by 3 is 20. And then we got to check. Q is 20, so that's 20 over 2, a minus 6, and then 20 over 5. 20 divided by 2 is 10, minus 6. 20 divided by 5 is 4. 10 minus 6 is 4. 4, which is true. That means Q is definitely 20. Okay, so yeah, it's easy to make a mistake. Okay, I guess that is it for this section. I'm going to stop here.